effectively with others.
Okay. And I have one more question, which this flows into nicely too, when it comes to communication and your house not working like another house. A lot of our clients are parents who have been through a separation
Yep.
and they've been co-parenting for a while, and suddenly they're finding themselves co-teaching as well. Do you have any tips for parents for coordinating back and forth as kids go maybe once a week or once every few days to a different home? How can those two parents work together?
Absolutely. And I think you're perfectly right. It's communication.
Mm,
Whatever you have established as your co-parenting is what can help you establish your continued co-parenting in this situation. Because again, the schoolwork has to come after the well-being of the family.
mm,
So if your co-parenting involves um, a general agreement on what kids' routines are, then that routine allows for time for the kids to do schoolwork if everybody is in agreement that that's what they're doing. When you're communicating with your ex-partner um, about whether the kids will do schoolwork or not, or what schoolwork they'll do, make sure you're coming from that perspective of what supports everybody's well-being.
mm,
Different people will have different comfort levels about schoolwork. And if one parent is saying, you know, they really should be doing everything that's coming from school, and the other parent is saying it's really fine that they're spending more time playing, then that's a conversation to have. And again, this idea of being aware of what the benefits are of non-schoolwork time can perhaps really help you to find a compromise within that.
yeah.
Again, it's the communication that will help you to figure it out. Um, One of the things that I talk a lot about with people in normal times, and I think it's relevant here as well, is the idea of who who drives kids' education, who kind of owns their education. What is education? These are obviously big
Mhm.
questions that are outside the scope of this conversation. But if you think of the idea of your child's education as belonging to them and as being something that they can be empowered to run,
Mhm.
that's something that you can do for kids who are going back and forth between houses right now. So if you and your spouse and your kids agree, okay, you're going to do half an hour of math out of this workbook every day, then help your child to set up a simple system to track where they're at, what to do if they have questions, how does the book go back and forth between the two houses. Try to hand as much of that responsibility, that ownership to your child as you can. And again, that's a hidden opportunity. It helps with the logistics of this time,
Mhm.
also helps them to realize that they own their learning and will always do so.
Well, thank you so much.